the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं Tatgurum Tam Namami.
Yes, Nithyananda, all of you.
Nithyananda, everyone.
After this beautiful, powerful lessons and revelations by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So straight away we'll be entering into the power manifestation, as most of us know that after the darshan, when our consciousness has raised to the super consciousness through the mirror neurons, this is the right time that we start manifesting the powers. So let's get ready. Before that, let's welcome each one of the persons who are here with us. Ma Nitya Sangha Shaktini, Nityanandam, Ma Suagyana, Ma Yi, Matthew, Wesker, Ma Aghor Sarupani, Ma Kali Wang, Ma Nitya Premantavasi, Ma Nisra Gunya, and we have persons with cameras off, requesting all of you to switch on your cameras. Zhang Lan, Ren Xiaohong, Ma Anand Paramashakti, Ma Parabrahma Sarupani, Sharmi Moose, Wei Su Singh, Ma Anumenan. So welcome once again to all of you. And with this, let's get ready. We'll be manifesting the power of third eye, seeing picture blindfolded. So with the acharyas, we'll be projecting you an image on your screen. And through the power of third eye, see every single detail of the image that will be projected. So requesting all of you to cover your eyes now. You can use a piece of cloth, or if you have a eye band, you can use eye band to cover your eyes. Understand, this is your time to be in oneness with Paramashiva. Again and again, bring back yourself to sit with yourself with your eyes closed. Nothing else matters. Just to be in oneness with Paramashiva. That is the very purpose of the human existence. Rest everything is just illusion. So keep your eyes closed, cover your eyes, sit with your head and spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in your space and invoke his presence. He is very much alive, available to all of us. So just connect with him as we start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Keep chanting the Mahavakya. Keep your eyes closed. With this, let's enter into this round of power manifestation. The image is being projected on the screen. Let's begin.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Yes, now slowly, very slowly, remove your eyelids and let the light come in. Slowly open your eyes, and from that space of oneness, let's share what Swamiji revealed to you through the power of third eye. So let's start typing. Let's go ahead. Anything that was revealed to you, whether the items, the objects, the colors, the words, the images, the visuals. You had heard some sound, you had some experience, you felt something. So please go ahead and start sharing.
Yes, and understand from the moment that you sit down with the intention to connect to the divine simply manifests through you. Understand that we have access to these powers of the third eye through the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Because we're not a drop in the ocean, we are the ocean in a drop. So please understand that we are both in oneness and one with Paramashiva. And when we connect to Paramashiva, Paramashiva simply manifests. So please make sure that you pay attention to everything that you experience as part of this power manifestation. Anything, as Maharaj mentioned, anything could be a sound, a smell, a taste, a vision, a knowing, a piece of information that you just know is true. Whatever you experience, please take a moment and share.
Meanwhile, we have Ma Nitya Prema Tawasi, who shares bell, car, people, talking, singing, dancing.
Thank you very much for sharing that. So we'll just give a few more moments, chance for some more people to share. We have Mana Nisragunya as well, that shares school like gurus, but Ganesha Lord sitting as child and writing with his task, downtown with homes, bricks, churches, and water, near like ocean blue, and both kids in school are nice, they study small things, yes.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Sharing. This is how Paramahansa is revealing to you. So, all right. So let's reveal the image. On your screen. So yes, this is the image that we had projected. So as you can see, it's a Indian festival. People are celebrating. They're having the sweets. So probably it is Navaratri, Deepavali, or it might be even Holi. And you can see people from different parts of India sitting and having this celebration. You can see the Deepa, the Deepavali, the Diya. You can see different kinds of sweets, the banana leaves, the table, the people, bangles, the juices. Yes, so yes, this is the image. So Manita Prema Chausi says people, definitely there are people singing, dancing. So it's a celebration. So definitely singing, dancing, talking will be there, ma. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Ma.
And we also have Mahanis Triguni that says, school like gurus, Ganesha sitting as child and writing with his task, downtown with homes, bricks, churches, and water near like ocean blue and boat. Kids in school are nice. They study, small kids.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing, Ma.
And any festival, there is whether any festival is there, you know that Indian rituals starts with the puja with Ganesha. He's the first one who is worshipped for in any of the rituals. So whether it's Deepavali, Navaratri, Holi, Ganesha is worshipped. So for sure, thank you for sharing. Ma. Yeah, Ganesha is, what you have shared is correctly. You have definitely, it's part of the whole revelations, whole sharings. So with this, we'll be now entering into the power manifestation. We'll be entering into the next revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So before darshan, we had revelation on the waking state. Next, Swamiji is going to reveal on the dream state. So let's prepare ourselves as we enter into revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the dream state. So let's come to the space of listening and let's begin.
Traveling in a train with a British lady and gentleman. The lady had a pet dog. Suddenly the dog jumped on this American guy and pissed. Instead of apologizing, this lady started petting the dog. Oh, you have cold bladder. I should do something. I should take care of you. After a few minutes, the dog jumped on him and vomited. Again, this lady, instead of apologizing, she's patting the dog. Oh, you have some bad stomach trouble. I should take care of you. I should take you to the doctor. Again, after a few minutes, the dog jumped, and you know now what it would have done. What maximum it can do, it did. And made the whole place dirty. Again, this lady, instead of apologizing, she started patting the dog. Oh, I should take care of you. I should take you immediately to the doctor. I should give some first aid to you. It is too much. This guy simply picked the dog and threw it out of the window. Till this time, the gentleman was keeping quiet. Now he started talking. You American guys drive in the wrong side, measure with the wrong scale. Now you threw the wrong bitch out of the window. In the life, many times we throw the wrong bitch out of the window. Today is only a time to find out who is the right bitch. The whole Shakti Purana is a technique to find out the right bitch, so that you can throw the right bitch out of the window. Always we throw the wrong bitch out of the window. Always we see the trouble, the wrong side. Now let us find who is the right bitch and throw him out of the window. We have 3 layers of body. You are not as you think. You always think yourself the physical body. That is why you concentrate only the things related to the physical body. The problem is you can think only when you are associated to the physical body. The moment you are associated to some other body, you lose the thinking capacity. You can only feel you can only experience the second and third dimensions of your being. In the dream state, you can never think, you can only feel. You may think you are thinking, but you can never think. It is a level of emotions, you can only feel. The moment you are disassociated, you are disconnected from physical body, you stop thinking. That is why you never think about other two dimensions of your being. You have three layers, three dimensions for your being. The first thing is physical body, the body which you are having now. The second is the subtle body or mental body, you can call it any name, which you use at the time of dream state. Third, causal body, which you use at the time of deep sleep. It is not even a body, it is just a layer. Because body means there should be some movement. In this, there is no movement. It's just a layer of your being. Most of our time, I can say majority of our time, we spend in the physical body, in the physical layer. But it is not that just because you spend majority of your time in the physical layer is everything. No. It is just 33%. It is just 33%. That is why even if you achieve whatever can be achieved by the physical body, you don't feel you have achieved everything. Even if you achieve everything, whatever can be achieved by the physical body, again you feel something is missing, something is lacking, something more can be done, something more can be achieved, something more can be experienced. Because there is other two dimensions of your being unexplored, other two dimensions of your being without being used by you. So as long as you have the second and third dimension, second and third layers of your body without being used, you will never feel satisfied. One more important thing, not only they are not used, if they are left unused, they became weight, dead weight on your being. Understand this one example. You are having 100-acre land, but only 33 acres you develop. 33 acres only you are able to use. It is not that you miss that other 66 acres. Yes, that is one thing. You miss the other 66 acres. Not only that, the animals, the snake, scorpion, whatever is there in the other 66 acre will be continuously entering into this 33 acre and disturbing you. All the things, unwanted things which stays in the 66 acre, unnecessary smell, unnecessary animals, unnecessary troubles will penetrate, will enter into this 33 acre, and even this 33 acre will become disturbed place. You will not be able to live peacefully in that 33 acre. Now you have three layers of body. You use only one layer, physical body. The other three is just lying waste. Is just lying waste. Not only you are missing the energy. Now there is a beautiful book the other day I was reading by a popular psychologist, Harnessing the Power of Dreams. The power of dreams, if you can tap the energy of the dream body, you can be a better mathematician. You can use it for your logic. You can use it for your project work. That is what Patanjali says 5,000 years ago. The deep sleep state and the dream state, time and the energy which is black in the deep sleep and dream state There is no need to waste that two energies. You can make use of both energies. Not only that, he gives a wonderful technique to make both of the energies to help your enlightenment process. Of course, we used all the maximum possible energy towards enlightenment. He gives a wonderful technique, Yoga Nidra. That's and that's technique only I have spoken the discourse Yoga Nidra. The technique also I am explaining. Of course, today we will do. The Yoga Nidra is one of the important technique to use the energy spent or wasted in the dream time and deep sleep state. If you can have so much of energy just by your logical thinking, then how much of energy will be black in your emotional feeling and being experience? You have three dimensions. In the physical level, intellectual thinking. In the mental or subtle level, emotional feeling. And in the causal level, being experience, being. The being experience. You are using only just 33%. And according to me, it is not even 33% because it is a superficial level. Maybe quantity is 33, but the quality is not 33%. 33% of the quantity you are using, not 33% of quality. If you ask quality, it's hardly 2 to 3%, not more than that. A small story. A group of friends decided that they will try to tell the worst possible lie. The man who says the worst possible lie will be the winner. First came American and started telling all sorts of stories, but nobody bothered. You American guys can do anything, keep quiet. Next came a Russian guy and he tried, but nothing worked out. An Indian guy got up and said, I think. The moment people said, no, stop, enough, that is enough. You told the biggest lie. Indian guy said, I think. Yes, enough. You told a big lie, we accept. Actually, your thinking is a very superficial mechanism. It has no base or the root. Freud uses a beautiful word, association. Your thinking has nothing to do with thinking. Understand? What you think as thinking is not happening in you. Just association. That is the only thing happening in you. Association means, for example, you see a dog in the street. Suddenly you remember all the dogs which you have seen when you were a small boy or in your childhood days. Then you remember the teacher who gave you lessons in your childhood days. And you remember the place where your teacher used to stay. And thinking goes on. There is no logical connection between the dog which you have seen in the street and your teacher. Even though both of them barked at you. There is no logical connection. But somehow you go around associating. All your thinking is just association. Unless you use the second dimension and third dimension of your being, you don't have any quality in your being. You have no quality in your being. I was staying with a group of tribal people. They can't even be called as tribals. They are much more sophisticated, much more cultured, and they live much more joyfully than us. The tribal village is from the area where Buddha is born, in Nepal. That is the area where Buddha is born. I don't know whether they are related to some way the Buddhism or not. But one thing I saw, they have an habit, a strange habit. If you see suddenly in a dream that as if you have hurt somebody, you scolded somebody or you have beaten somebody, naturally you will see only the people with whom you live in your dreams, or people whom you know. If you have hurt somebody, or if you have scolded somebody, if you have misbehaved with somebody in your dreams, next day morning they take the fruits, all possible gifts, and go and meet that person and ask his apology. Very strange habit. You hurt him in the dream, but you go and ask apology in the waking state. They take that as very seriously and go and they touch his feet and ask for his apology. Please forgive me. Tell me that you have forgiven me. I was surprised to see this habit. How can this happen? Actually, I read about this habit in a book. Then I went to that village because I was traveling in that area. When I read that book, I thought this is a story. When I went there, I inquired. It is really a truth. It's the truth. Then I inquired that one elderly person, why are you doing this? How can both be related? Hurting in the dream and the reality. He made a profound statement. I was just shocked. The moment I heard the statement, I just touched his feet. Profound statement. What are you thinking? The world is made of the same stuff in which your dreams are made. Shocking statement. But only an enlightened man can make this statement. I think maybe the whole village is enlightened. The enlightenment is a common property of the village. Whether they are enlightened or not, I don't know. But they are very close to enlightenment. That much I know. They are having all the benefits of enlightenment. That much I know. See, it is not that India is totally enlightened. No. But they are having all the benefits of enlightenment. The other day I was reading a survey. They say in America, maximum a person sleeps only 14 minutes. 1 minute. In 14 minutes, he comes out and moves in the dream state and again falls into the deep sleep. Within 14 minutes, he again comes out. He is thrown out. 14 minutes is the maximum time a normal American person sleeps. But in the East, especially in the countries like India, 36 minutes. 36 minutes. You will be surprised. Now they have machineries, that rapid eye movement to measure all those things. With that they did a survey. 14 minutes is the time here. 36 minutes is the time in India. Then naturally they will be healthy. Naturally they will be having less torture inside mind. And one more thing. If you take sleeping pill as a psychiatric medicine, in whole India, maximum 0.8% people only can take any psychiatric medicine. 0.8, less than 1%. If you think sleeping pill as a psychiatric medicine, only 0.8% people take any medicine for mind, any disease related to the mind. Only 0.8. Here you know in any other country, here among the three, 2 is taking. Among the three, 2% is taking. And it's a pride. Unless I take my crazy pill, I can't work. This became a pride. See, India may not be fully enlightened, but it enjoys all the benefits of enlightenment. Because there are so many people again and again spreading. Same thing I felt. That village, that tribal village is experiencing, enjoying 90% of the benefits of enlightenment. Even if you are not enlightened, when you live in an enlightened community, unconsciously you enjoy the benefits. Unconsciously you enjoy the benefits. You enjoy all the whatever you can get through the enlightenment. I was shocked by the word. It's a profound statement. The world is made of the same stuff in which your dreams are made. Yesterday I was telling you a story. The moment the story from a Rishi's life, as soon as he got up from a bed, he started weeping. He started crying. Then all his disciples inquired, how can you cry? You are an enlightened master. What is the reason? What happened to you? He said, no, I dreamt as if I became a butterfly. The disciple asked, what is that? Why should you cry? Yes, you have become. Now what is that worry? Why do you want to cry? Why do you want to feel sad? Master says, no, I'm not able to understand whether I dreamt as if I have become butterfly. The butterfly is dreaming that it has become Rishi now. There is no scale. There is no baseline based on which you can say this is not dream, that is dream. No. No argument can prove, no argument can give you the understanding that that state is dream and this state is reality. There are so many arguments people give. No, Swamiji, this is the reality and that is dream. If you have any arguments, please come up. We will analyze. Because after analyzing the argument, we will go into the deeper level. One argument people always give me. Swamiji, when I get up from the dream state, I always see the same world, same me, back, same house, same wife, same car, same, everything is same. But in the dream, it is not like that. Every day when I enter into the dream, it is different, it is different, it is different. How can you say that is dream and this is? How can you say both are one the same? Now you need to have a little bit of attention. Understand a little deeply. The very idea of time itself is a concept. It's a mental concept. In the dream, for example, you dream only 8 hours. But you dream as if you lived one full life. Sometimes you take birth and you walk, you live, you finish. Finally, you end up your life. You end your life. 30 years of span, 30-year lifespan, you finish it in 8 hours. The whole dream itself is just an 8 hour. But you live even for 30-40 years. The dream, the state has got a different time. The very idea of time itself is your mental concept. If you understand, then you will be able to understand. This whole life, 70 years, what you call, is one batch, one set of dreams. And that dream life, which you call one day dream, that itself is one full life. If you see, if you understand that, you will be able to understand every life is one night dream for us. One night, one dream is one life for us. In the dream, you are dreaming. The very concept of time itself is just a concept. It's one dimension of your dream. And if you can't understand, please raise your hand. I want you. Let me explain. In the dream, you dream as if you are born, you are growing, you take up a job, or you do your routine, you leave all these things. Finally, you die. Actually, when you get up, you will understand you dreamt only for 8 hours. But in the dream, you live almost a life. So many days, so many years are lived just in one 8 hour. When you live in the dream, you don't think it is only 8 hours. You live and you feel actually as if you are living 10 years or 5 years or 7 years or so many days. Only now you measure with this scale. I dreamt only 8 hours. Understand? This whole life is one night for you. This whole life itself is one dream for you. You come out, again you start dreaming next. When you come out of this dream, you understand, hey, what is this? I felt as if I dreamt for 70 years, but only it was 7 minutes. That is why we say for Devatas, 1 year in our life is 1 day for Devatas. If you have lived 70 years, if you wake up, you will understand you dreamt only 70 days. The very thought, the very time itself is a concept. That's why in the Vedas, we always say, Chana. Chana is not a second. Please understand, Chana is not a second. Chana means the time gap between one thought and the other thought. For example, if you are sitting with a person whom you really love and enjoy, you will see so many hours have passed. Suddenly you will realize, oh, 6 hours passed. How did I spend so many hours flying? You will suddenly realize time is just flying. And if you sit with a person who just continuously tortures you, continuously troubles you, you know, even 10 minutes will not move. Even 10 minutes will not move. You will be again and again seeing the watch. Time is more psychological, not chronological. That is why in the East we measure the time based on Shana, gap between one thought and the other thought. In the dream state, chronologically you live 8 years, but psychologically you live the same amount of life you lived in dream, 30 years or 40 years. In the waking world, the waking state, because you have a chronological scale, you can measure. The dream state, you have no chronological scale. That is the reason you are not able to measure. But the one more thing, in the dream state, if you fall into lesser level of dream, in the dream state also sometimes you dream. You can even feel, you will have an idea, slight idea, I am dreaming. Again you will fall into dream. If that idea, I am dreaming, if it becomes strong, you will come out of the dream. If it is not, if it doesn't become strong, then you will fall into the dream again. The moment, if you are just having a small idea and dreaming and again fall into the dream, you will have the same dream. Same dream. Only if you wake up and go into the dream, you will have a different dream. Same way, if you wake up from this state and come back again, you will have a different body. That is what is your death. If you wake up from this conscious and come back to the same dream state, this waking state, you will have different body, different mind, different life. Let me explain. I'll give you a small table. I wanted a paper. You have board? Board.
Yes, Nityan, all of you. So, Samaju was beautifully explaining the dream state. How, even when you have some dream about some person, then in the waking state, you're gonna complete with that person because it makes a difference. Because what happens to you in the waking state is not much different from what it happens in the waking state. And how the third person can make a difference. So how the chana, Swami introduced the word chana. Chana is not second, it is a psychological time, which seems to be varying the psychological state that you are in. All right, so it's already time that we'll be closing the day for the day, the Paramashivoham program for the day. So it was a wonderful day with all of you today, especially on as we were exploring the Sakti Spurna, the flowering of the energy. Swamiji introduced about the three bodies, the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, even the physical layer, how we have many layers apart from the physical layer. But what we can see is a physical layer, but we have got much more depth. Physical layer is just 33%. So with this, we'll be now closing the day with the Pur Mantra. So let's bring our hands in the Namaskar Mudra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramastu
Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you once again, everyone.
Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.